Hello and welcome to the Naturey Project. We're a team of scientists who bring environmental stories from across the UK to classrooms just like yours. Today we'll be following the story of George, a bottlenose dolphin who has become rather friendly with the locals in the picturesque village of Beer. Although George's story is one of happiness and being fed a lot of fish, there is currently a worrying development. We're visiting locations across the southwest to investigate.
Back in 2011, the Daily Mail published an article about a friendly dolphin named George who came to visit the seaside town of Beer. Today, I'm in Beer to talk to a local resident who has met George, as well as to a local fisherman who sees dolphins all the time along this coastline.
George spoke to me and he gave across a message of concern. A concern about his habitats, about the general health of the ocean.
There's plenty of dolphins out here, especially in the summer. And you see the odd one here in the winter as well. You know, pods of them. And in the summer, they just, obviously, just follow all the boats down through. You know, if they're mackerel catching and that, and the dolphins are beside them.
So today I'll be talking about some of the main reasons that cetacean species become stranded, both due to natural and human causes.
Many whale and dolphin landings are caused by infectious diseases, with sick individuals often beaching themselves to escape attacks from sharks and orcas. These beached individuals often make distress calls, which attracts others toward them to help. Unfortunately, this often leads to mass strandings, where more than two individuals become stranded at once. Now of course, diseases can strike a cetacean naturally, but more and more now we are seeing diseases which could be caused by human pollution. Chemicals and plastics that pollute the oceans are consumed by marine mammals and can lead to a lot of health issues, including death and inability to reproduce. To top it off, fishing can also be a danger to these animals, with them getting tangled up in nets or even caught by accident, which is known as bycatch.
Now over to Dr. Kerry Lewis to talk about plastic pollution.
There was a study that suggested that the 5p bag charge was reducing the amount of single-use plastic bags that we were finding in our coastal water samples. But unfortunately that 5p bag charge just means we're buying the bags for life instead of the thinner bags, and the average household is still buying 54 of those a year. So there's lots of conversations happening around plastics, but in terms of being able to observe changes, we don't have any data to support that yet. There's a huge amount of research being funded at the moment to really look at behavioural change aspects of plastic to try and really work out why we're not changing our habits. I think we need to change from awareness to actual solutions and give people the tools to change their habits. I think it's not an awareness issue anymore.
Hello, I'm Charlie and today I'm in the picturesque seaside town of Lyme Regis. This stunning stretch of coastline has fascinated scientists for centuries. The likes of world-renowned paleontologist Mary Anning lived and carried out her life's work right here. More recently, David Attenborough visited Lyme Regis to go fossil hunting. Today we're not fossil hunting, but we will be hunting for litter that very often contributes to dolphins like George becoming stranded on our shorelines. We've chosen Lyme Regis because the southwest of England has been identified as an area that tops UK records when it comes to cetaceans such as dolphins, whales and porpoises becoming beached on our shorelines. We can't always identify exactly why cetaceans become beached, but a recent report has suggested that human pollution in the form of plastics entering our oceans could be a major contributing factor. Today I'm here with some local school children who are going to help me with a beach clean.
So we went down to the beach and we picked up litter and I made a piece of artwork out of it. I hope my artwork can make people think of some new ideas to protect the ocean.
I feel like not very many people are aware of what's happening in the ocean. I think all the beach cleans are great, but it's just not everyone knows a lot about what's happening. I didn't know dolphins could get caught in fishing nets and that people in fishing boats could actually catch the dolphins.
As we have seen from both locals and school children, concern and the desire to help prevent this rise in cetacean strandings is present in the UK public. We must keep lowering plastic pollution to prevent the spread of diseases to cetaceans and to stop them ingesting dangerous amounts, whilst also continuing to raise awareness and reduce fishing waste products in the ocean. So what can you do to help? Well, here are a few suggestions. Reduce the number of single-use plastic products you buy, like plastic bags. Recycle and reuse plastics you do buy. and campaign and spread awareness against ghost fishing gear left behind by fishing boats. Tell your friends and family about this issue and continue to spread awareness. By working together, we can save cetacean species and have many more individuals, just like George, continuing to visit our waters.